Anything is possible. It started with a dream. Our passion made a difference and built a family. We've grown
Hello, how are you today? Hopefully the volume will be a bit better today. Hello, Wendy Allen, how are you today? It's nice and warm here in Bonnells Bay. Bob's gone out fishing. So hopefully we can get a bit done today without interruptions. So today I'm using some products from the, good on me, forgot, All My Love Suite. Now, I'm not into Valentine's Day, but I do love this suite. The designer series paper is gorgeous. The Forever Lovely stamp set and the lovely flowers edgelet dies, which come as a bundle, are really, really nice. So I'm using that today. I'm also going to show you what I did with that card we made last week with the So Hoppy for So Hoppy for You. Is it So Hoppy for You from the Celebration? So Hoppy Together from the Celebration catalogue. So I'll show you how I finished that card off and you can have a look. And I'm not getting any comments coming up on my phone, so I've got a few people here, so welcome. I'm Libby Dyson from libbystamps.com and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Australia. So thanks so much for taking time to spend with me today, and I hope you like what we do. We're going to make a pocket card. I did see this on another demonstrator's blog, but I've changed measurements and dimensions and all sorts of things, and so it's sort of a bit mine and a bit hers, and I'm sorry I can't remember what her name was to give her credit. So without further ado, I think I'll turn the camera around and share with you what I've made so far and what we're going to make today. All right, won't be a moment. This is how I finished the card last week. So I used shimmery white, remember, and we used the 3 different greens of Pear Pizzazz, Granny Apple Green and Lemon Lime Twist, and this frog I've coloured with the Granny Apple Green on his spots. So I've laid it up on Lemon Lime Twist, another sheet of shimmery white and then Granny Apple Green, and then the inside of the card and the envelope are just like that. So that's how I finished off last week's card. And today on my blog I've got this card and I've used the sentiment from So Hoppy Together. Again, I've used shimmery white cardstock and I've done the 2-step stamping and then laid the die over the top. But before I did all that, I did a wash with my aqua painter and some Pool Party. Little heart stamped in Pool Party and the flowers stamped in Pool Party. So that's on my blog today. And yesterday I did this one where I've just die cut the edge in Blushing Bride and I've stamped in the soft sea foam just randomly on the Whisper White, or is it shimmery? No, it's Whisper White. And then I've used my Starburst punch, I think the 2-inch, or not sure, check on my blog, and the Everyday Label punch. And I've laid those punches up for the sentiment, tied some of the Flirty Flamingo ribbon around that comes from the combo pack, and finished it off on the inside. So they're my current creations. All right, this is what we're using today. The All My Love suite, and it comes with this beautiful designer series paper. And if you shop in my online store in February, you'll get a bundle of 12 tutorials, 6 cards and 6 3D items. And many of the 3D items I've used this DSP for. Just having some coffee. All right. It also comes with this beautiful ribbon in a combo pack. All right, so here's the Flirty Flamingo and the lovely lipstick. Just beautiful. What have I got that's white? There we go. So Flirty Flamingo and lovely lipstick. We're going to use the Flirty Flamingo today, so I'll leave that out. All right. It also comes with this great bundle, Forever Lovely bundle, which is $83.50 if you buy it as a bundle. If you buy it separately, it's $37.86, $95, $93. If you buy it separately, it's $93. So if you bought the stamp set and then went and bought the edgelets, that would cost you $93. But if you buy them as part of the bundle in the occasions catalogue, they're $83.50. There's also epoxy heart epoxy droplets, and the cardstock. So some beautiful project ideas as well. So that's what we're using today. All right, now I've got a 1 3/8 punch, scallop circle punch, which I'm just going to punch one of these out for future. And this circle, this bit of card comes from something I've cut off for today's project. So I've got that. So that's the 1 3/8 scallop circle punch. You could just use the plain circle punch, the 1 3/8 circle punch. And then we're just going to fold it in half and burnish it. How's the volume today? Is it better than last week? Anybody tell me? Hello Gail, how are you? Now don't forget to like my page and write shared if you share the video, and you could go in the draw to win a prize. And yes, I'm very behind on that, so I promise I will get to that today. All right, I've got quite a bit of what we need already done, so I'll go through this bit with you first. So take a sheet of A4 card and put it in your trimmer. So with the short end at the top, you're going to trim it. Turn it around so you can see. Trim it to 14.9 centimeters down there. All right. Then what you're going to do is score it at, and I've got this measurement written somewhere, score it at 9.6 from each end. So if I line that up, that's at 9.6. If I do it this way, you'll be able to see it easier. All right, so if I line it up at 9.6 there, and score. Flip it round and you're going to line it up at 9.6 and score. Then from this bottom part, you're going to measure at 4 centimeters and put a little mark or a mark with your scoring tool, and do the same on the other end, so it's at 4 centimeters. So if I move that out to there, you can see I've got a mark there at 4 centimeters. And then you're going to pop your card into your trimmer, line up the score line in the gutter of your trimmer with that mark you just made, and trim off. All right, and then you're going to do the same on the other side, so you end up with a piece that looks like this. All right, and then I just want you to put some tearing tape across the bottom. All right, now I've cut a piece of DSP to 14 by 10, and we're going to, you could make it a little longer if you wanted to, and we're going to add that to the back. And I'm just using liquid glue, which isn't behaving itself. You don't need a lot, unless of course you spurt it out like I just did. All right, so glue that on the back. It's easier to do it now than it is to do it later. And if the paper's directional, make sure you've got it up the right way. All right, so that's the back. Now I have another piece of DSP, the same measurement, and I'm going to, so this is also 10 centimeters by 14 centimeters, and I'm just going to put 2 diagonal corners in the ditch of my trimmer. And cut. So I've got 2 triangles. Good morning, Angie. How are you? Thanks for sharing. Hello, Wurge. How are you? Hope your dad's feeling better, and I hope you are too. So we're just going to, yes, I need to trim that, don't I? Yeah, best laid plans. Okay, so we're going to add that. We might trim our pocket up a bit. This is why we haven't glued it down yet. And add our DSP on the front here. Alright, I'm going to trim that bit off and trim that up a bit. And then on this side, yep, I've done it again, haven't I? That's why we've got extra DSP. Let's see if I've got a piece here. Not that one. Maybe this one. That one will fit if I trim it down. Alright, so it's going to be 10. That's going to be 14. Close enough. Alright, this one might work better. I'm just going to trim a bit more off that. Might trim another ½ centimetre off that. Oh, I had all this organised. Now you can watch me botch it up. Here we go, that one's a bit better. So that needs to come down a bit more. Just going to get a pencil. Oh, reaching. Okay. So if I do that, I want this to come down to about there. Alright, so I'll have all the measurements on my blog. I promise I'll put the right ones up. Alright, so I'm just going to trim that off there, and that should fit nicely. Almost. I'll just trim a bit off this end. See how we go. Alright, so that bit can go on there. That's about it. Alright, now if I make this one, that's got to go there. So if I flip that over and marry these two together and use some pencil marks, we should be right. So trim there, there, and there. Let's see if we can do this. Just when I thought I had it all organised. Alright, so trim there. Trim there. Just doing this so it's got a straight edge across the top. And trim there. Alright, I've just lost that piece on the floor. Okay, picking it up off the floor. Oh, that's not good, gives you a head rush. Alright, let's see how we go now. So that one's going on there and that one's going on there. That one work? Yes. Get some snips. You won't see this bit anyway. Alright. So, some glue on here. Hello, Leslie Annabelle. Tomorrow. Okay, Wurge. We must meet up for coffee somewhere. I'm happy to come down. This one's going to be a bit whoopy, but anyway, you'll get the idea. Alright, and I'm going to actually stick that to the inside here. So I've got the tape there. Right, and when you fold them over, hopefully you won't notice too much of a difference. Let's see if we can get this one right. That's better, isn't it? I think I'll have to make this pocket again, but not today. Best laid plans. Thought I was doing really well. Okay. Can't even glue straight today. What's wrong? Alright, a bit of tear and tape on the inside here. Not enough coffee uploaded. I'm trying to do this in a hurry. Alright, now don't forget, if you want to add DSP to the back of the pocket, it's best to do it before you get started on everything else. It's just easier to do it then. Alright, I'm going to come in with my donor folder and just give it all a really good crease. So that's that bit. Alright, next bit is belly band. Now, I'll just get rid of some of this mess. There we go. I used the subtle dynamic textured impressions embossing folder, and you don't really need a belly band because that's all closed, but it looks nice. So the belly band's 24 centimeters by 4 centimeters, and what you can do is you pop your folder, your card, into the folder. Now I popped it in. I made a mark at 9.6 I think, and one at the other end as well. So I popped it in and I ran it through 3 times, but you might be able to get away with it twice. So our belly band is going to go around, cover up some of the mistakes, like that. Alright, and again with your bone folder, just score down and add some tear and tape. You could add liquid glue, it doesn't really matter. And I like it to be nice and secure, so I add tear and tape to each end. And remove the backing. No. Yep, did that wrong, didn't I? Alright, so I'm just going to add it there. Should have added it on top there. Yep, it's a good day today. Come to Live with Libby and watch her make all the mistakes. Have a giggle, because we all do them. It's just I do mine live. Thanks, Leslie, for sharing. Oh, thanks, Wurge. Okay, so that's the belly band. Now, I've done this in Blushing Bride. I wanted to keep it sort of pastel-y looking, so decided I'd go with Blushing Bride, and I've stamped 2 of the single flowers, so 2 of these flowers, and die cut them, and then I've just die cut 2 of these leaves. So I'm going to use some dimensionals and some glue dots. So I'll use the glue dots to I think I should have die cut another set of leaves, but anyway, I'll just use the glue dots to pop the flowers together. Maybe turn it around that way a bit. And then I'm just going to add, yeah, you've got to do things in 3s and I only did 2. Never mind. Don't make this card the way I'm doing it. Don't make it. Oh dear. Gotta have a laugh. We might do it that way. And I've got another leaf here somewhere. And before I do that, I'm going to add some Flirty Flamingo ribbon. Alright, and I'm going to have it finish where I'm going to put my flowers. So, glue dot. So I'm going to put my flowers about there with some Stampin' Dimensionals on the back, and I'm sure I'll be able to add a leaf again later. So don't forget, all these products are available in my online store, and I have a free gift for everybody who shops with me. That's on top of, if you spend $90 during celebration, you get to choose one free gift from the celebration brochure. How good's that? Everybody likes free. Need another glue dot. Normally I'd use tearing tape to hold the ribbon, but because I'm doing it on the front of the belly band, I don't want any possible you know, leftover tearing tape being able to be seen. So that's why I'm using glue dots. And Then we're going to add our flowers, and that'll be our card, our pocket bit done. All right, so there's our pocket. Now, I have already die cut. I cut 2 pieces of shimmery white, 10 centimeters by 4 centimeters, and that will fit inside your card like that. All right, and what I'm going to do is I've already used the edgelet die to die cut this edge. Okay, now we're going to use the Stamparatus for this next bit, so I'll just move a few bits out of the way. Thanks, Leslie. Hot in Broken Hill today, is it? Again, or still? Alright, just grabbing my Stamparatus here. Alright, now you can use your Stamparatus to work out where to put your stamps. Alright, so I'm going to move this over here. I'm going to grab a magnet. Jeez, this is strong. I'm going to grab a magnet and put it down the bottom here, which will be alright because I can still take. Do you know what? I'm going to line it up with that dark line. I've laminated my own grid paper for my Stamparatus. And then you get the stamps out. Mine look a bit well used, don't they? Might need to bring this down a bit. Or turn it upside down. That makes better sense, doesn't it? Alright, line it up there. Turn it upside down, put the magnet back. Okay, hope you can see this. Let me know. Not bad today. Had a brilliant weekend. Cool. Oh, that's good. We've got about 10 minutes of rain here, but I think we're a lot better off than you guys in the country. All right, and then pop your stamp down. So that it fits into the die. You could use your edgelet die. Alright, fingers crossed. Lift that up. Alright, now take that away. And I'm still going to stay with the Blushing Bride, I think. I quite like the Blushing Bride. I haven't had a lot of success with, because this is a photopolymer stamp, and it's a distinctive stamp. It stamps with light and dark, but I haven't had a lot of success, I must say, with vibrant colours. The pastels seem to, for me, work the best. So I've inked that up with Blushing Bride, and I'm going to that's not going to work. I need to move this down so I get the top. Move it up one. Across a bit. Okay. Now we should be. Can't get that quite right. Alright, now we should be right. So if I ink that down there like that, give it a good rub. Her thing. And get my chamois. Now, I think I've explained before, I've got an inky side, which I clean with. And then I've got a cleaner side, which I just do a final clean with. All right, so then take that stamp off. And I know I moved this, but it should still work. And then I'm going to come in with the leaf stamp. Alright, and I'm going to line that up with the flowers. So it goes like that. If you notice in this one, there's like a little point bit. I put that, I just had it worked out, yep, on the little point on the flower there. Maybe yes, maybe no. Move it down a bit. Alright, that should be about right, she says. Okay, down with that. And in with some soft sea foam. Have another slurp of coffee. I'm still challenged when it comes to opening the new stamp pads. I have issues with arthritis in my hands, so yeah, some days are more challenging than others. Got a dainty bit on there, I don't know where that came from. Alright, give it a bit of a twist. Make sure I haven't got too much ink on there. And I have just on 2 bits. Grab a bit of paper here. just going to gently stamp off that bit. So, see how I have too much ink? I probably still have. But anyway. Alright, and stamp down. And then I'll just clean that off. And then I'll show you what we're going to do. Clean, clean, clean. Alright, how not to make a pocket card with Forever Lovely with Libby today. Alright, so move all of that out of the way. Get rid of that. Get rid of those. And bring in our 2 bits. And here. Alright, and then we're just going to marry these 2 bits up. Like that. Alright, and glue them down. Now one will be a little bit longer than the other, but that doesn't matter. So just add some glue and then carefully add this down. It goes about there. Alright, bring in your trimmer or use your snips. And you're just going to trim off that bit of extra edge. And that's because we didn't stamp right up to the edge for the flowers. And then, let's see, I'm going to find some bits here. Where's the stamp set gone? Here it is. And I'm just going to put wishing you a lovely day. Down here. I've got so much stuff on my table. Just hang on 2 ticks while I put some of it away. Oh, and I did go over the flowers on the front with Clear Wink of Stella. I might actually add a bit here too. You can always go in and add it later. Just gives a bit of extra sparkle, and yes, I did use and just dab it because you don't want to get rid of any detail or, you know, disturb any of the detail of the I think I've got everything. I do these ones, yes. Don't think I did that one. Alright, so Clear Wink of Stella, and don't need glue dots anymore, don't need dimensionals anymore. Thank you for letting me clean up so I can find things. All right, so then we're going to use crumb cake. And ink up the stamp. Now I like to stamp in one corner so it gives you room to write something else if you want to. So that's wishing you a lovely day, and I've got my chamois here somewhere. Now remember that 1 3/8 inch scallop circle that we punched out earlier. We're going to use that now with a gold library clip. Now in hindsight I probably should have brought that all down a bit more, but get rid of this. Add this on here, about there. Yep. So I'm just going to add a glue dot. On either side of the scallop circle. So one here, one here, and I'm going to do it about, you want it roughly in the middle, about there. Right, and then I've got some library clips. In my little box of bits and pieces. Can add that on there. Add that in there. And when I fix the pocket later, it'll all look good. Alright, so there you've got a pocket card made from lovely flowers, edgelets, and the Forever Lovely stamp set. Buy it as a bundle and save 10%. I've used soft sea foam, Blushing Bride, and crumb cake, and the All My Love designer series paper, and that bundle. All right, so that's what I've used today. It'll be up on my blog later in the week, and I'll have all the correct measurements and everything. And yeah, that's about it for today. Thanks, Gail and Angie. I'm glad you had a laugh, Leslie. Yep, come to Libby Stamps to have a laugh. Okay, so that's it for today. These are the items I've used, and I'll see you again next Tuesday at 12.
Because
Thanks so much
everybody
for your
plays a
time
part
today.
in doing what we love.
Bye for now.